Freedom of speech. It's one of our most basic rights. We spend a lot of time defending it, and we defend it for many different reasons. But I think, just as important as it is to be able to say whatever you want, you should also not be restricted the ability to say it. This goes 1,000-fold in a presidential election. Do you guys know how participants in the presidential debates get selected? Do all candidates on enough ballots to mathematically have a chance at winning the election get included? It's not like there are hundreds of them. There are four. 4 candidates that have met this criteria. So are all of them automatically allowed to debate? Of course not. That would make way too much sense. No, as it turns out, there is actually a commission on presidential debates that gets to make this decision. They get to pick the criteria for who is allowed to participate. One of those criteria is having 15% national support in polls. Seems legit, maybe. Only problem, polling organizations like Gallup, Pew, and Rasmussen haven't even been listing Johnson or Stein as choices. Kinda hard to hit 15% when your name isn't even listed. Oh, and I almost forgot to tell you, this commission that sets the debate criteria is run by Democrats and Republicans. Now you're getting it. Why are they restricting the freedom to speak? There are a number of reasons why candidates like Gary Johnson and Jill Stein should be allowed to debate. I'll try to break it down into just 3. Number 1, this is a freedom of speech issue. Disagree? Let's review what is a freedom of speech issue in politics today, allowing corporations to give unlimited amounts of money to politicians, even if these same politicians write legislation that directly affects these same donors' profits. If bribing politicians is freedom of speech, surely not restricting presidential candidates the ability to tell the American people their ideas and solutions is also free speech. Number 2, what's the reason not to let them debate? Not enough space on the stage? Not enough time? I counted 26 Republican debates in the last year, with as many as 9 candidates on stage. If we can hear from a guy who wants to build a moon colony, a guy who can't even remember the names of departments central to his spending cut plan, and a pizza guy, we can hear from Governor Gary Johnson. Number 3, look at our other choices. On one side, we have a guy running on fixing the economy whose campaign is being bankrolled by the exact same banks that crashed it. Are we really going to fix the economy by letting the same guys that got us into this mess decide how they should be regulated in the future to get us out? You can't make this stuff up. Plus, I can find a YouTube video of Romney being against every single position he now apparently stands for. So I don't think it's too much of a stretch to be concerned that Wall Street will determine his policies rather than his convictions. Then on the other side, we've got Obama, who ran on transparency, peace, and reversing all those terrible Bush policies, who then extended warrantless searches, started at least 2 more wars, let lobbyists write major legislation, sign an executive order to cover up Mexican gun running, continued illegal DEA dispensary raids, assassinated American citizens, and then to top it all off, signed a bill that allows for the indefinite detention of Americans without charges, trial, or a lawyer. Not exactly the change we were hoping for. When polls show that some 80% of Americans would consider voting for a third-party candidate, intentionally not including them is not only against everything our country stands for, it's also against what the American people want. Simply put, if you believe in freedom of speech, you have to let Johnson and Stein debate with Romney and Obama. There isn't any logical argument against it, and the American people are tired of hearing nothing but the same old talking points anyway. Let them debate. If you agree, share this video and contact these people to make your voice heard. This has been Jeff J. O'Toole. Thanks for watching.